What is up, Trade Safe family? Coming on here to share a really interesting video with you guys. And as you can see in the title, we're going to be talking about basically faith and trading, right? And basically how I think that faith, God, goes hand in hand, basically with trading. And listening on the video, I'm sure many of you would agree. And if you don't, I'm sure I can open up the eyes to a few people, and you would probably say, wow, that kind of makes sense. And let me tell you something, guys, that I'm not a super religious person in the sense that I don't really follow any one religion. I have an extremely close relationship with God, but I don't really, listen to any one religion. I do like a lot of the things from the Bible. I do like a lot of things from the Hebrew, right? The Jews, and I love to hear things of like every single religion. I think they're all really beautiful, but we're gonna stick to the Bible for this one, okay? So yeah, basically, please understand that God put principles, right? Like there are universal laws. You don't have to listen to Christianity, Catholicism, or anything like that to understand universal laws like don't kill, don't steal, whatever, all that good stuff, right? And some of these basic principles can really boil down to your trading. Some of them can be discipline, wisdom, right? Like learning your craft, patience, right? All of these things, right? Like trading with a clear mind, right? Not taking chaotic trades, right? All of these things truly basically boil down to trading with God's principles, right? Those are God's principles, whether you're trading or whether you're doing any other business or whether you're doing anything in life. Those are God's principles. So yeah, I mean, let's talk about how they go hand in hand, right? And the first one, guys, let me tell you something that this I guess scripture, right? The scripture you want to call it, that's right from the Bible. Let me tell you guys, I'm not a crier. I'm not really a crier. Like I didn't cry when either of my kids were born. I mean, I'm not. And let me tell you something, trading has truly hardened me. Seeing so much money that I've lost, right, in the past, it really, I mean, there's a lot of memes out there about trading and how basically trading like hardens you. Like essentially the world can be falling apart, and if you're a trader, you're just like you're like, okay, bro. So that's what I'm trying to tell you is that um I definitely am like a really headstrong person and all that good stuff. And but when I heard this scripture, guys, I literally started bawling. Like I'm not gonna lie, I literally broke down into tears, right? And I'll tell you, the scripture goes like this, right? So it's basically Joshua 19 or Joshua 1.9. I don't know. You see, I'm not crazy about. I just don't know how to say these things about the Bible. But essentially, Joshua 19 or Joshua 1:9, and it says, God says, He's speaking to you, and He says, I hereby command you to be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Now, I want to talk about the first 4 words of that scripture, guys. It says, I hereby command you. This is not a opinion. This is not a tip This is a command. This is a command, an order for you to be strong and courageous. Okay. So how can we transfer this into trading, guys? So many times in the past, I was so scared to enter a trade, or scared to lose money, or scared to, just take a trade, or whatever the case. And please understand this to begin with. If trading came into your mind at all, right? If trading was presented to you, right? It was for a reason, right? Like the Almighty thought that you need to learn this craft, or you is pushing you in the direction of learning, of putting you in an uncomfortable situation. Why? Because trading is extremely uncomfortable, guys. It can be very easy, but at the same time, it can put you through some of the darkest times. So, it is a command for you to be strong and courageous. Every single day in the markets, you must say, I am not afraid. I don't care. If I lose money, I am not afraid. Right? This is God's order. This is not mine. This is not. This is the Lord's order for you to be strong and courageous. So what am I saying? Every single day in the markets, guys. Every single day in the markets. Zero fear. Zero fear, because you know who is sitting right next to you. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next one, which is basically the power of patience, right? And obviously the Bible talks about patience, and there is a story in the Bible about Sarah and Abraham, right? And Sarah and Abraham really wanted to have kids, and basically God promised Sarah and Abraham many children. But what happened? Sarah became extremely impatient. So, years passed by, she became extremely impatient. And what happened? She told Abraham, look, just have a child with our servant. I forgot her name, Helda. I don't know what it was, I forgot. But so he did, had a child. And what did that do? That wreaked so much havoc between their relationship. It caused stress. There was jealousy. It just was not good. And then what happened, right? What happened after that was that God came through as always and fulfilled his promise. He gave them many children, right? So if Sarah would have just waited, she would have gotten exactly what she was asking for. All she had to do was have patience and trust that God was going to fulfill his promise, right? And so how can we translate that into trading? Easy. Patience, guys. Everyone talks about patience, waiting for the right setup, guys. Following the strategy. Look, I'll give you an example. Today, I was on the charts and I was looking for a sell on NQ on the NASDAQ. But if it did not break a certain candle, I put an order there. If it did not break that candle, no order was going to be filled. So that's the thing. Patience. You have to understand that, her impatience was the equivalent of FOMO, right? And at the end of the day, you have to think that FOMO is one of the worst things. How many people have blown their accounts because of FOMO? So just keep that in mind. This can truly lead to the worst things: blowing accounts, over trading, going on tilt. Um, so that's another one where hopefully it makes sense to you of how patience is key. Patience is key in trading. The less you do, the more you earn. I am not the only one that says this, but trading is one of the games, right? We are so taught about how working harder equates to more money. But in trading, it is the absolute opposite. The truest less is more is should be married to what is trading, because there are some trades who you will profit 99% of the time, but you have to wait for those trades to present themselves to you. Okay? So again, that's another one. Let's talk about yet another scripture, which is basically Luke 14:28, right? And it basically talks about remembering to count the cost before making a decision. And this, you can relate this to anything in life, right? Like before you make a right turn, your brain is processing like, okay, is this a free way? Can I make a right turn? Am I gonna crash into somebody? Everything. Like before you enter on a trade, think about it 3-4 times. Think about the cost of making that trade. Think about what that trade can cost you whenever you're sizing in your position. Think about the position sizing and what that can cost you, right? Like if you're about to over leverage, think, is this truly, am I trading in God's light, right? Am I doing this because I'm being greedy or I want to speed the process? Please think about the cost, right? About the trade before you make it. And so, guys, this is just, these are just a few things, right? Just a few things about, how literally you can use God's teachings to apply to your trading. Again, I don't want to get too into the religion, because again, there's many different traders who don't follow Catholicism and all that good stuff. And again, I don't discriminate. I love to hear all religions. So don't think that this is just the clear stuff. Like I actually tried to look for stuff that like in like for Hebrew and for Islam and all that good stuff. This was like the clearest thing to me, right? Because to me, all religions were really the same. Like they all really say the same thing: trust God, be good, etc. Truly. So, just remember, guys, when you are trading, it's kind of crazy. Think about what God would do if he was a trader. What would he do? He would have patience. He would have clarity. He would make sure that his wisdom of the trade is on point, right? So keep in mind that, doing these things can truly transform your trading, right? And not only your trading, but think about if you apply these things to everything in your life. Think about if you were to apply discipline to the way you eat, to the way to you working out, to absolutely everything. And the whole thing about how, you hear people saying trading has changed my life. Guess what, guys? Trading can truly change your life. It will truly make you into a different being. I am not the same person that I was before I started trading, guys. I have become a quote unquote savage. A true savage, guys, because if I had any fears, my goodness, I now fear fucking nothing, because I know that, because trading has hardened me so much. Like, and whoever wants to, be a trader, whoever's trying to trade, guys, you will also see this. If you, as your journey goes on, you will see how you literally transform. And these things that I'm explaining to you, these are things that I wish I heard when I first started. Like, I wish I saw a video when I first started, or in the middle of my journey, which obviously this is still the middle of my journey, but I'm not 10 years deep into trading, right? This is like my third or fourth year. So you better believe that this is something I'm applying, and I'm keeping in the back of my mind, right, in the mornings, like, we must strive to be like God, right? I mean, that's what we want to do. And how do we do that? With these such things, right? Discipline, wisdom, patience, clarity, all that good stuff. So just wanted to come on here, make this video, and kind of share with you guys of why I thought that you can really kind of tie God's teachings into trading, right? So that's that, guys. I'm gonna keep working. I gotta upload the video. I gotta do all that. But if you guys want to join us, again, we are live every single morning from 8:30 Eastern to 10:30 a.m. Focusing on NASDAQ, but on there, if there's anybody that wants to, that wants me to give you a chart breakdown of any other pair, a forex pair, gold, whatever the case, guys, once you learn technical analysis, you can literally read any single chart. So I would be glad to go ahead and give you a breakdown on those. So yeah, join us live. The link is in the bio. Trade Safe Nation. Remember, we are building a community of traders, guys, of traders that want to be great, right? So yeah, signing off. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. See you guys in the next one. Peace.